Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see and as you already read the title or as you already know, today's makeup look is about a Christmas look, or you can say a festive look. However, I did not incorporate the most Christmassy colors, which is red and green, because I figured out that there's a lot of people who do the same thing using those colors. So I'm just going to go a little bit different, but also not missing out the festive vibes and also not missing out the festive feel. If you're interested, do continue watching. Hi, I just want to tune in and say please don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and continue watching the video. Hi, and I'm sorry if I put you too far away because my skin is not acting really well these days. But anyways, let's start off with primer, as I already have all of my skincare and sunscreen on. Primer first. Next, I will be applying a green color corrector, as I have quite a lot of red spots here, so I'm just going to use a green color corrector to correct the color before I apply any foundation or concealer. Similarly, I will still use my hands to apply so that it's more fixed on the face. For further information, here's the color wheel, and once you see the colors that are opposite each other, that's when you are to use the color corrector for. For example, my pimple scars are red, so I will be using a green color to color correct it. And while if your under circles are purplish or dark bluish, you will be using a yellow or an orange color to color correct it so that it comes back to neutral and only it doesn't look as obvious as it is before when you apply your foundation. Then I will be applying this color corrector under my eyes for my eye bags. Using the other side of the head, it's been too long already. I will be just highlighting some important parts of the face with this. It's just an additional, I'm not sure if you can see, I think yes. It's just a little bit. I'll be using this concealer. For concealer, I will usually use a brush like this. It's more, the brush are more on the sturdy side, more on the hard side, so that it blends off the concealer but then it doesn't suck up the product as much as the other brushes or sponges will. So I'm just lightly blending all of them. Alright, as you can see, I've already applied a layer of concealer, liquid concealer, but then because I have some quite stubborn marks, I'm going to use a cream concealer to apply it evenly on the back of my hand first before lightly tapping it on the blemish. We will be applying a very thin layer of foundation just to even out the skin tone after all the concealings and stuff. I will be having around a pump on the back of my hand. This is more than enough. Once you even it out, it's quite thick. Lightly tap it on my skin. I would rather even it out like this on my skin than to have only 4 dots and then to blend it out with the sponge, because that way the foundation will not be as even as how I am applying now. Then I will be using a sponge, spray it with water, then make sure it's soaked. Next, I will be spraying a spray fixer. Not the best. The water droplets are thick as heck, but then I have to finish it or else it will be a waste. And it leaks as well. I don't know how did they make it, but then whatever it is. Okay, now that the fixer is dried up, we'll be topping out with a layer of loose powder. Right on the under eye, and a little bit on the forehead, then on your blemishes where you've applied quite some concealer on just now. I will be contouring my face first before anything. Still this contour, it's been years, it's already like that, still game strong. I'll be gently patting it on my jawline, then brings down to the jaw. Remember, less is more, so you don't have to apply that much. I will be doing it on the cheekbone as well, a little bit. And then we will go into, I forgot about the nose contour, the same contour, mixing the middle one and the lightest one. Starting from the bottom of the nose. For today's eye makeup, we will be going on a more pinkish, yellowish, blinky Christmas look. For the reddish pink, I will be using this pinkish palette from a Chinese brand called LEEN. It's more on the pinkish and coral tone, as you can see, but the colors are all really pretty. I will start off by using the middle one. Then I will be adding a pop of yellow in the middle of the lids before I add on glitters. Next, I will be adding this glitter shade from Etude House, but I forgot the shade because I put it into this small container. I'll be going to top it on the yellow shadow using my fingers. Yes. But then to make the glitters more obvious and also more glittery, I will be adding the Romance liquid glitter, the ones I've just applied. Then by using a thin flat brush like this, I will be using it to finish up the eyeline. I'll start off with the bottom eyeline first, very near to the waterline. I will darken the end of the eye, and then for the upper eyeline, I'll be using a gel eyeliner. Lengthen the eyeliner I've just drawn using the gel pen liner. I will then use a dark brown eyeshadow to layer it out a bit so that it's more defined, and also it kind of sets the gel pen liner so that it doesn't smudge as easily. An eyelash curler. Then we will be using a mascara, but because this mascara is a bit watery, so I usually take it out and then I will use a tissue and I will wipe it off first. And there goes the lower lashes as well. I will now quickly finish up the other eye. Alright, I have both my eyes done with the makeup, and then now I will go on with my brows, which is pretty simple. As you can see, my brows are pretty filled with my own natural brow. We're just going to make it a little bit more defined by filling up some empty spaces in between. And that is pretty much it. But then for today, it's a little bit special and it's very festive kind of makeup look. So I am going to add a little bit of glitter on my brows. This is actually very much inspired by one of a K-pop group's stage performance, which is 101's. This look was their 2019 look. I forgot which stage was it or which song was it. I just remember one of the members had glitters on their brows and it looks so cool. I will go on and use a thicker, like bigger glitter like this. Something like this. It's more glittery and randomly and lightly apply it onto your brows. Pinkish glitter as well. As our eyes and our brows are already so outstanding, I would just want to have a little bit pop of pinkish on my cheeks. So I will be using this Nude Peach from 3CE, and also one of the most used blusher on this channel. It's just that I don't know why it's still not hitting the pan yet. For today, we are only going to apply in the middle of the cheek so that it looks a bit cuter. And then I will be applying some on my nose. Alright, and then last but not least, we will be applying some highlighters. I usually don't apply highlighter. I will most probably be using this lightest color and this a bit goldish highlighter. I'll be using this to highlight my nose a bit. Just a little bit will do, to be honest, because you don't want your face to be flashing bright in front of the camera. Or I usually will go with a velvet lipstick or lip tint instead of glossy ones. I'll be using a soft brush like this, smoothen the side of the lips. I will then top it up with a layer of a darker chocolate feel of velvet lipstick so that it creates that gingerbread man kind of feel. And definitely you see this lip color doesn't match with the eye makeup at all, so I'm going to top it up. Okay, and I will go change and come back to you in a bit.